Welcome back to the morning show. Aussie singer Sia is involved in an ugly custody battle as her estranged husband makes some pretty explosive claims.
Yeah, let's get some more. Here's our entertainment editor, Peter Ford. Hi, Pete. These are some serious accusations.
Yeah, it's pretty hot stuff and sad, and this has all been included in court filings. So they haven't gone to the press, but the press have been able to get hold of these documents. And this is all about their 18-month-old child. And Sia was married to Daniel Bernard for 2 years, and they have this one 18-year-old child. Sia actually has two other children in their 20s who she adopted when they were in their teens, so that's not part of the problem at the moment. So he is seeking $384,000 per month in spousal support, and quite openly admits he's become used to a certain lifestyle and he should be able to maintain that now. He also does want to have sole custody of the 18-month-year-old, and indeed Sia says, no, I want sole custody of the 18-month-year-old. Now here's where it really gets pretty messy. In the court documents, he is accusing her of being a danger to the child because of her drug usage. Now, she does admit that she has used drugs, but she says, I've been clean and sober now for 6 months. She's countering that, saying, no, he's a danger to the child because he is currently being investigated for child porn. So, yeah, it's pretty full on. Don't know what the outcome's going to be, but we'll keep an eye on it.
And Pete, what was that number? What was the monthly number again?
384,000 Australian dollars a month.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, school fees add up, Larry, you know, and buying those exercise books and things, it's expensive.
It's a sad story, isn't it? Right. As we heard earlier, the world is today remembering Prunella Scales, who's passed away at 93. So many amazing moments, some great comedic moments we've been reliving this morning, Pete.
Yeah, Sybil, of course, and her catch cry was, oh, you know, and, you know, they only made 12 episodes. 12 episodes, and every time they do those lists of the greatest sitcoms, it's always in there in that top 10, particularly the British sitcoms. It's always up there, usually at number 1, if not number 2. And, you know, such a good cast, such good scripts, very different to a lot of the other British sitcoms, which was very much the kind of double entendre and the end of the pier jokes. This was far more clever in its scripting and also physical comedy, thanks to John Cleese. And certainly Prunella, who was nothing like Sybil whatsoever. She was a classically trained actress. She loved playing the role. And, you know, a lot of people, if they did something 50 years ago, which is what it now is, and they got minimal amount of money for it, often people become, there he is, that's Timothy West. That was her husband. Now, people may not know the name, but you look at that face and you'll probably say, oh, I've seen him in 100 different things. Very prolific character actor. He only died in November of last year. And sadly, Prunella has vascular dementia, and it has taken a huge toll on her. She was diagnosed about 12 years ago. But she kept on working. They did that TV show together up until 5 years ago, where they travel around the canals of the UK. But I'll show you this grab here because, as you'll see, certainly Prunella doesn't sound anything like Sybil. She was not in any way angry or bitter about people constantly referring to Fawlty Towers, because she says it allowed her to go off and do lots of other things because she was an established name. This is Prunella.
I had never played anything like Sybil Fawlty on television before or since. What you hope for is that they liked what you did on television and they trust you as an actor or actress, and they'll come and see what you're in because they think it may be interesting and that you might do it well.
So sounds very, very British and very posh, doesn't she? Yes.
Finally for us, Peter, a wholesome moment between Hugh Jackman and Neil Diamond has been shared online.
Yeah, so this is very sweet, and Hugh himself has posted this up. A couple of weeks ago, he got to go and spend time with Neil Diamond in the movie Song Sung Blue, which just had its premiere a couple of nights ago. He plays a Neil Diamond tribute artist, and he got invited to go and spend time with Neil, who of course is not travelling so well. He has Parkinson's disease, and it is taking a big toll on him, but he wanted to sing. And he wanted Hugh to join in. And he's seen the movie too, gave it the full seal of approval. And this beautiful moment was captured between Hugh and Neil Diamond.
Now, that's a moment
Very
Hugh will
sweet,
remember for the rest of his life.
We
right?
also showed Hugh Larry's Neil Diamond impression from Perth Telethon. We haven't heard back.
He can't help tuning out from me. Thank you, Pete.
Well, coming up, parrots are famous for their vocal abilities.
I thought that was really good.
It was great.
Everyone's still talking about it.
No, it's fantastic. They certainly are still talking about it.